Raptors of 5 of 6, a winning record through 11 games. Fabio Lucarini, are the Raptors good?
They are good, and I'm good.
I am good too.
I'm better, man. Let's go.
This is Basketball Island. Hein, Hambone, Wes, Fab. Raps with another nice win over the Nets. Couple of shaky moments in there, but IQ has looked great over his last 3 games. Is this for real, or is this more just like you're beating up on bad opponents?
You're doing what you're supposed to do. I don't know if it's for real yet. I think the best win of the season was the home win against the Bucks. But again, even that win, the Bucks are on the second game of back-to-back. I like the way they played against Philly, but Raptors are on the second game of back-to-back. I don't think we've been tested yet. I think a big test is Thursday against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. That'll be a real measuring stick. But I like the way things are going. It's not perfect yet. I think Emmanuel quickly even said that last night. It's not perfect on the floor. The guys haven't gelled, but we are seeing morsels of where I think they could be. Brandon Ingram's mid-range game is just like beautiful. It's just beautiful to watch, man. He can get a shot over literally anybody. Your boy quickly being way more efficient from the floor.
Being aggressive too. Aggressive early and kind of letting it fly. But his second half yesterday against the Nets was just, he was almost the difference in that game. When they needed a bucket, he scored.
It's nice. It's nice. But let's see. Just take care of the games in front of you. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, I think the Raptors have done what they're supposed to do given the schedule.
Yeah.
I think they lost to the teams that you would expect them to lose to, and then when they had opportunities that were given to them, they took care of business just like the other game against Brooklyn. So I don't think there's anything extreme one way or the other. They're right where they're supposed to be. You're happy as a Raps fan. 11 games in, you want to see if this can continue, and you're looking to cherry pick the things that you're hoping for coming into the season and seeing whether or not they can continue on it. The defense is definitely where my eyes are at. I want to see if they can improve on that. But for the time being, you're not high, you're not low. You're just happy where we are.
Yeah, 6 and 5, no complaints. 11th in offense, 16th in defense. I mean, that's pretty good. Above 500 with a reasonably tough schedule. I thought the win in Atlanta was very encouraging because they didn't look good for most of that game, but they won ugly, turned it up in the second half. The game against the Nets, a lot of miscues. Hey, the New York nightlife, it's undefeated. They were out drinking with, eating with Sandro the night before. They had that big meal. There's a little, but the effort was, they were waning a little bit at times.
Though you can, if you can give a half-ass effort against the Nets and still win, I don't care. Have as much fun as you want. And you mentioned that game against Atlanta. Here's what I'm wondering. Do we use the same parade route for the NBA Cup that they used for the championship in 2019?
I hope not, because
December logistics is going to be a little trickier.
I mean, anyone who was there, that bus took about 8 hours to get to Nathan Phillips Square, which was a little insane, and it was extremely hot that day.
Need more toilets, man. Need more toilets.
Definitely hope they learn better. I was going to share 2 more stats, I think, talking about just how they've been in these first 11 games. 2 things that jump out. Number 1 is they lead the league in transition frequency.
Yeah.
That's just what they do now. That is part of the identity. Remember at the beginning we're saying there's too much of it, too frantic. Last few games they've scaled it back. The reality is that's their MO on offense. They are just gunning it right away off of live rebounds, whatever opportunity they have. Do they score necessarily at a great clip? They're still working on that, but they're pushing it. That's what they do all the time. The second thing you love to see, number 1 in assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah. Taking care of the ball.
Taking care of the ball phenomenally, and the ball's humming. That is all Darko. That's what he wants them doing in this offense. And so it's nice to see some of the things that they're trying to roll out is being executed now.
And I think Fab referenced it, 11th in offense. I think that's a surprise.
Yes,
I don't think that's something we expected coming into the season. And again, I'll reiterate, Brandon Ingram's proficiency in the half court. When things are kind of bogged down, where the motion offense it's hard to run motion 48 minutes. Like, it's just hard. It's hard to back cut people because you're tired. These guys are human beings, right? I do love the minutes distribution as well to keep guys like BI a little more fresh when they're on the court. I think that's a testament to their depth.
You're having a good bench allows you to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we saw it yesterday. Scotty picks up his 5th foul in like the 6-minute mark. and he's out for 2.5 minutes, you win those minutes when he comes back into the game. And essentially the game was over by the time he comes back in. Whereas that's an 8-point game. Scotty leaves. That's kind of what went wrong in the third quarter when Scotty left with foul trouble, and then the Nets kind of made their run.
Yeah, and I think to me that depth will help prolong some of these dudes who have an injury history, a tumultuous injury history. Brandon Ingram, I think, playing the back-to-back in Philly, there were a couple moments there where he pulled up a little lane. It's like, I'm still, knock on wood, I'm still a little worried about that. But if you are playing 10, 11 guys, they were without Sandro in that Brooklyn game, I like that going forward. You're preserving your guys, and you want to keep them on the floor as much as possible, because that's what has bitten the Raptors in the past.
Yeah, I mean, we came into the season, all of us, I think we were all in the win total over, right? We were all over?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
My main point on the Raps being over was that starting five, not necessarily the best of the best across the league, but their bench depth, I was very confident was going to be superior to the other bench units that they'd be playing. If you look at the Raptors player page on NBA.com right now, in terms of net rating, all 5 of the bench guys, all 7 of the bench guys, they sit above the 5 starters. So what that is,
The Grady one's a little suspicious.
But what I'm trying to point out with that is that, sure, starters against starters, Raptors starting 5, they have their moments, but the bench units, they're not giving away games. It's the opposite. They're building leads a lot of the times against other teams' crappy bench units. That's how the Raptors, as a regular season team, are going to be able to stack up wins. And we're seeing it in games like the Brooklyn one, where they were able to make it happen even though it was ugly.
Yeah, to your point, the starting lineup per cleaning the glass, -2.5 in 203 possessions. So the starters have lost their minutes.
Yeah.
That's not a great sign, but there's still enough. I don't think enough time has gone by that I'm going to finish that chapter yet. Let's get 5 or 10 more games, more games with Pirtle.
Yeah.
But
Pirtle looked good yesterday too.
Yes, he did.
But the point I want to make is I think they've been more successful with some of these transitional lineups.
Yeah.
2 starters with a few bench guys. I mean, we were in a group chat with Javon Shepard. He's clamoring for Jamison Battle minutes, and
So
he came off that monster
So
game
is Keanu.
and then kind of got frozen out a little bit, and then he came in against the Nets. Bangs a 3, looks pretty solid. I mean, there is room there for more minutes from a guy like that too, or Scotty with more shooting around him, right? Darko's still, once again, we're in the infancy of the season. Darko's searching for stuff. He's throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
I was excited to see Battle come into the game yesterday, and he hit that 3, and then kind of nothing else really happened and he only got 10 minutes or so. But
You could feel Darko searching. So Battle, I think, Kia Nurse, Javon, they're all clamoring for more of his minutes, because he is a guy that you have to guard on the perimeter. He has gravity to him. Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick, I think Darko's still searching for consistency out of that 2 spot. Some of that wing depth, Abaji's hurt, so I think
He's been frozen out though. Anyway,
Yeah,
I mean, okay, he started against Philly because I know they thought he could guard Maxey. I mean, you try something, but
no other Raptors have guarded Tyrese Maxey for years.
no one in the
guard
NBA can guard Tyrese Maxey this year.
Leads the league in scoring.
Yeah.
So it's so I think to me there's. I'm encouraged by other performances off the bench. Your boy Jamal Shed comes in, steady diet of assists off the bench. CMB. I just like the way he competes. He's made some mistakes, a couple reach-in fouls against the Nets, but he comes in, he's switchable on defense, and he just gives you a little bit of tenacity.
The passing is something.
the dish to Pirtle.
Yeah.
You see that little that to me is basketball.
Yes.
That you have a basketball mind. You know how to play the game, and that's what I love. Also on CMB, 9 of 18 from 3 on the season. Not a ton of volume, but he's already matched his college output.
Yeah. Well, also too, remember from I think it was from the Chicago pre-draft stuff. That video went viral of him. People didn't know what to expect offensively. His handles impressed me. His vision has really impressed me. And the shooting has been way better than anyone expected.
The versatility of the bigs off the Raptors bench is very intriguing. When you have Pirtle, who's I think he took a couple floater range shots yesterday. That is required for him for this starting lineup.
Absolutely has to do. He has to be able to take those.
You can't turn those shots down. Free throw line extended, a little bit in. You need to hit that floater. But then if he comes out, CMB, Sandro, they can bang threes, and they're willing to take that shot. I think that keeps defenses honest.
So I know we've kind of complained about Yak, but it looks like he's moving so much better.
Yeah.
The offensive touch was really there yesterday. He was kind of automatic. That play with Scotty, the little volleyball pass, give and go.
Man, Scotty was.
I think, but as a whole, though, we talked about it last week with the 0.5 basketball. The players seem to be really buying into it, and the ball is really moving. And Wes's assist to turnover stat really kind of backs that up.
I mean, that's kind of the beauty of this team. It's like when past iterations of the Raptors, one star player has a bad game, that's the game. They're done. They lose. Whereas like a night like Brooklyn, RJ couldn't find the bottom of the basket. The Raptors still able to find somebody else to pick
Everybody
up the
else,
slack. BI, IQ, both putting up 20+ point games. Like that's the beauty of this team now. I know there's no like 30 point per game score on the team, but when you have 4 guys capable of going off on a given night, you can now afford one person to have a rough night, and the way the offense is set up, they can defer. And it's not a detriment to how they're running their offense. Whereas before, you kind of have, one guy off that night. It kind of sewers the entire game. This is the beauty of how the team's built right now. You can get your offense from different guys as long as everybody's still giving it on defense.
And they haven't really faced that stalwart defensive opponent yet. Atlanta's probably like the Brady, although they were without Trae Young. So I think that highlighted a little more defensive players on their side, and they kind of fell apart offensively.
Hold on, but like looking at the rest of the league and some of these scores and some of these games, who really is that team? It's
not playoff basketball. So besides maybe the Thunder, all of these even elite defensive teams aren't necessarily giving you that on a nightly basis. Sometimes they're comfortable just getting into a shootout with you and saying, all right, no, I get what you're saying, though.
I want to see them up against a team that has like solid defensive principles and some like game-breaking defensive players.
Well,
so I could see
no, you did. The Spurs absolutely mangled them. They got crushed.
That was during the losing streak. We don't talk about that.
But you want to throw that away. But like that's a team where the Raptors probably don't have a lot of answers for.
Maybe, yeah, but I'm thinking like perimeter guys, like Wembanyama's a favorite defensive player of the year for a reason. He's a defense unto himself. I mean, give me some like I know Lou Dort's hurt, but like I want someone to get in like we saw Bi go up against Lou Dort in the playoffs and get absolutely smothered. Now Bi was also hurt. I just want to see it. Like I want to like let's chew on some film here a little bit. Like again, you win the games that are in front of you. You take care of business. I'm cool with that, but I'm yearning for more. I want to see them tested.
Before I forget, Pirtle, I think his inclusion in the starting lineup also helps a guy like Quickly because you get those screens. You get those nice like relocation, catch and shoot threes. And Quickly, last 3 games, shooting 45% from 3.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what Quickly needs to do to have value. Yeah. I don't know if he's ever going to live up to like how much he's making, but for the starting lineup to succeed, he has to bang threes.
And we got on him. He started the year 2 of 18 from 3. And we got on him for that. And that's rightfully so because he wasn't giving you much defensively either. I like the way he's kind of popping from like the logo. Like the confidence is back.
Those are the
that cannot waver.
Yeah,
the confidence cannot waver.
He has to be confident. Yeah. I still question a lot of the decision making. Him going to the net can be an ugly sight. Like, when he's throwing it up at the net, and I'm like, I don't think that's going in, and that's a bad sign.
And you made a good point about the transitional lineups. Like, having him play off ball, off Jamal Shed, who's a point of attack defender, who can handle, who can get the offense going, that might help him get more comfortable throughout the game, because I agree with you. I don't think he should be the guy handling the ball all the time. Scotty Barnes, I think, could also take some of that role on. It's a nice balance. You could feel Darko searching. I like where they're at. Take care of business.
So now here's what I'm wondering, though. We talked a ton before the season about fit and how do these pieces fit. I think when Quickly is playing like that, it seems like all the pieces fit because, like you said, you can play Shed with him as a primary ball handler. You can have Scotty as your primary ball handler. You can have RJ as your primary ball handler. Through 11 games, how do you guys feel about the fit? And sorry, just to add on to this, I think when we saw it yesterday, when your half-court offense stalls and you have Ingram who you can go to just to go get you buckets, I think that helps the fit. But overall, it's better than I expected going into the year. I thought that would be their downfall.
Yeah.
Shooting's important.
That's all. I think that's all it comes down to in terms of the fit. I think you have 4 capable ball handlers who can make something out of nothing if needed on the offensive end. It's just, does the shooting sustain? They all started red hot. Yeah. And that was great. But you look at RJ going 0 for 7, 0 for 8 last night. You look at BI now. He's starting to cool off from 3 as well.
30% from 3.
Yeah, so they're all dropping a little bit. You need that to sit mid-30s, high 30s in order for this to be a good fit. Scotty's still doing his job, shooting, 44% from 3. So he's doing his part. But he shot below 30% last year. So it's kind of like which version shows
Probably somewhere
up,
in the middle, realistically.
My concern is more defensively because good teams there's still weak links in that starting lineup that you're going to be able to attack, especially with superstar players. Like, you can put Barrett into tons of actions. You can put Quickly into tons of actions. So there are holes you can poke in there. Ingram, his defense kind of wavers a bit. Scotty, to his credit, has been awesome defensively, especially as a helper. Pirtle, not a shot blocker necessarily at this point, but still, like, offers you solidity and defensive rebounding, which I think is a huge factor because, as we saw in that game against Atlanta, the first half, they were just getting bludgeoned on the offensive glass. Yeah. And they did clean it up. And that's, I think, what helped aided them to a win. But defensively, I still need to see more from the starters.
Yeah, but like again, to the fit, it was all offensive. Everybody's question marks about offensive fit. And every pundit out there in the American media, they say the same thing. We don't know how it works and how it works. There's truth to that. But there are also solutions being implemented, like what I talked about with the transition offense stuff. Like, that's how they get around some of these things that you might see in terms of half-court like stagnation. Well, they're number one in transition offense, and they have 4 guys who are very good at transition who can get up and down the court. And so they're just playing to their strengths right now, and that's on Darko. Good coaching.
If I'm an opponent of the Raptors and it's a high-leverage game, I'm packing the paint. The only shooter I respect is Emmanuel Quickly. And you just make sure you get back on transition defense. And if you do that, I would love to see the Raptors try and solve that problem.
But luckily, those are the type of things that don't really happen until playoffs, and that you're playing too many games to kind of scheme that way that like teams are just going to kind of let it fly. And that's enough to maybe get you. I was looking on FanDuel this morning, plus 194, 45 wins. I think I think that number's just a little big for where things are currently at. But if you want to talk about a big number, minus 1,000 to win the group in the NBA Cup. And I think I just got to float this out into the universe. Is FanDuel sending us to Vegas? Are they? Are the Raps?
Let's go. Let me drink some. Let's go.
You know what to do.
So they're going. They are making it out of the group to the NBA Cup, which. Bravo. You know what?
That's a premature clap, my friend.
Okay, so
See, that's a cardinal
bet Cleveland at 17-1. Bet the Pacers at 20-1. It's a premature clap.
So you know what the clap is, right? The premature move is you just expect Indiana to run the table now for the rest of the group. So here's a scenario. So Raptors are minus 1,000. Kind of unbettable. They're the only team in the entire NBA that has 2 wins in the NBA Cup right now. But
NBA Cup juggernaut.
Look how far we've made it.
Look at us. Look at it. The new Indiana Pacers. Okay. But what has to happen right now? Indiana has to win outright.
You're saying for the Raptors to not advance.
Well, but even if they don't win the group, they're gonna get a wild.
The Pacers are 1-9.
No, or
1-10.
They're getting healthy.
TJ McConnell came back last night.
They're getting healthy.
The Raptors lose to the Wiz by accident, and then they lose to the Pacers.
So that's
what can happen.
So that's the big thing. 2 home games remain. 1 against the Wizards, 1 against the Pacers. Raptors need to win one of those 2 games, and they're in. That's it. That's essentially the game.
And then from there, win a quarterfinal match, and then we're in Vegas.
So I want to spell it out just so everybody understands. A loss to the
Vegas. That's how you spell it.
A loss to the Pacers doesn't guarantee them an entrance because if they finish 3-1, the Pacers will have the tiebreaker over the Raps.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm saying they should. All things considered, it should be done.
Just beat the Wiz.
So you jumping on 20-1? Do you like 20-1?
That's the only bet you can make. Otherwise, you don't touch anything. 20-1 on the Pacers to win the group. Otherwise, don't touch it.
So just make that bet, and then if that happens, you can just pay to take us to Vegas since the Raptors won't be going anyway.
That's our backup.
Just beat the Wiz. Just beat the Wizards at home. Just do that, and then you're likely good. Like, come on, minus 1,000.
But hold on, though. Sorry to cut you off. You can't pencil in Vegas. You have to still win a quarterfinal game, which I think would be at home.
If they're the group.
If they win the group, or
exactly. Your group winner, you're supposed to.
So. And
he's getting so excited for Vegas.
Hey, the last 2 years, dude,
he's shaking. Shaking right now.
I've gone on rants the last 2 years. I really do enjoy the NBA Cup. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
You enjoy Vegas.
I love Vegas.
I got it. We got it.
This is sort of what this tournament is about. This is giving hope to a fan base of like, hey, man, maybe we can make this. And like, if a team like the Raptors wins the NBA Cup, then it's like, hey, cool. Like, this is something to build off of. And then, hey, no one's won the domestic double yet, so then we can dream. But I don't know. I just get excited. This is what it's about for these smaller teams that we have no shot to win a title.
We can tell you're very excited.
I think, listen, the Lakers and Bucks have won it. Ultimately, those teams had greater goals than winning the NBA Cup, and we don't really remember it because their seasons kind of didn't end very well. But the Pacers in its infancy made a nice run.
Yeah.
They were like an upstart team. OKC took it very seriously last year. So for a team like Toronto who hasn't been in the postseason in a few years, here's an opportunity to at least announce yourself somewhat to the rest of the league. Take it seriously. I mean, I would expect that if they're hosting a quarterfinal, that crowd is going to be really good and better than an average game in the regular season.
It should be. It should be.
Toronto crowds know how to step up for big events. Fab, we were in the stadium for Hogan Warrior. Maybe the greatest crowd in Toronto history.
I was 5.
I was 6. We both went home crying. But Toronto fans know how to step up.
You know it's scripted, right?
Yeah, at 6, I didn't know that.
Hey, man. Grow up fast.
I did that night. I did that
grew up
night.
that night.
You know, of all times
man.
Hogan had to lose, it had to be at the WrestleMania I was at.
same.
Come on, man. He didn't lose for like 7 years.
Yeah.
But you know, like going back to the NBA Cup.
Yeah,
one
let's
thing
go back to basketball.
Okay, one thing to point out is like, you know, there's this whole idea of like, you know, championship or nothing. That's the only thing that matters. All the 29 teams suck. Like, you know, that's kind of the culture of sports that we live in right now. But the reality is, for these teams to get to that level, it just doesn't happen overnight. You have to build it up. And just like the Pacers 2 years ago, for the Raptors right now, you're coming off a really rough season. You try to cherry pick little bits here and there
They're
where you can get
building
wins.
blocks.
And this is an important building
Yeah.
block. So, yes, you can have other people laugh and say, oh, this is a dumb tournament. This means nothing, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, those are either fair weather fans who don't pay attention until the very last game of the year, or you're people that understand that, hey, you have to start somewhere. And this is an important tournament for a team like the Raptors. Are a very young team that have proven nothing.
Exactly.
To quote
proven nothing.
To quote Lester Freeman, all the pieces matter. So
And-
like just these things matter. They build confidence. It's good. It's a nice thing. Beat the Wizards.
You know, Wes said people are laughing. You know who's going to be laughing? The 4 of us at the blackjack table in Vegas when we're sent to the NBA
Dude,
Cup.
Vegas has taken my money 3 straight years.
And make
That
it
sounds-
4th.
that
Make
sounds
it a
like-
4th. Let's go.
That sounds like you're due.
Yeah, that's
Okay, man, you go enjoy the buffet after. It's fine.
You know,
Saving
stick
grace.
around, you stay
Dude,
for lunch, stick
at
around
the
for
Wynn
dinner.
Buffet,
Power
they slice
move.
the crab for you. They take the work out of crab.
At least thank God they got free drinks there, man.
Shout out to the Wynn Buffet. Okay, let's transition and let's bring out. We've switched ISO ball. Instead of ISO ball, we're going ISO bald.
ISO bald. Where's my camera? That right here? All right, Jaylen Brown. All right. I am a bald man. All right.
Oh, good tell.
I've been balding since what age? Like 27, 28.
No, it's a little before then.
How dare you? All right.
Remember
man.
the Hambone mini fro era of like 22 to 25?
I'm doing a bit, man. All right.
right.
All right, look. Okay, JB. There's 2 things you do as a bald guy, all right? You either cling to the scraps or you let it all go. Look at your teammate, Derek White. He did the thing. He did the thing. Manu Ginobili. Dude had a bald spot his whole career. We didn't judge him for it. We respected him. You know what I'm saying? We respected him. This nonsense you're putting on your head and it's rubbing on other people's jerseys, it's infuriating. You're a wealthy man. You're making 200 mil. You have a lot of good things going for you.
Just go to Turkey.
Yeah, just gonna say, you got the money. Pay for the trip
You
to
can,
Turkey.
first class. You can afford it.
But why are you spraying your hair before games? You're
It's
doing
baffling.
cardio. It's sweating.
It's
Hair
beta
can.
energy. I respect Jaylen Brown. I like what he says socially. Like I like him as a player. You're better than this, man. You're better than this. Just embrace it.
I'm just glad Hamill didn't rub his head on my shoulder.
Hold on. He did. At least he leaned into the bit with the Connor bring up tweet, the AI tweet. AI is crazy or whatever he said. That's hilarious. But I just want to say this
It's insane.
as a society, I love that making fun of bald people is the last. We're still allowed to do it, and I like that as a society we can
You
still
can't.
laugh.
I'm comfortable who I am.
Yeah.
Like
It's just hair.
Just wear it,
Some
man.
of us are blessed with a full head of it, like myself and Wes.
You too. I think Fab's coming to my side soon.
I'm still fighting. My guys are fighting the front line. So I'm not
respect
out.
it.
I'm
And I
not done
respect
yet,
it.
man.
I respect
I'm not
it.
done yet.
I respect. All I'm saying is
Hair
like,
Island.
like, dude, like Carlos Boozer, LeBron for a time. Like, guys, like,
Come on home.
Does it
The
matter?
TNT panel said it best. Come on home, baby.
Come on home, man. It's okay. You guys are doing great.
There's no way we can top that.
Got
so,
it. Got it. Got it.
Got him. Got him.
Got him.
I don't know how we top that. That's Jaylen
ISO
Brown.
bald.
Pay attention to what Hambone is saying, Jaylen Brown. He's clear. This is the only thing he's more passionate about is Eric Spoelstra for Coach of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Plus 900. What
Plus
is it?
900 and
What are we
dropping.
looking at, though?
Plus 4,000.
Yeah,
That's what I
there we
got
go.
it at.
Something up there.
That's all
CLV.
today. You can catch us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. ISO bald.